Hi, in this video I'm going to explain the new ID service in the Click system. So I select some pictures in the current Word directory and start the service. We see three different sections on the screen. The first one is the picture sources selection and picture browser. The second one is the editing area. And the third one is the composition and print area. I'm doing a quick service now. The workflow goes from left to right, as you will see. First of all, I have to select an ID composition. So first I select a composition from a country, and then I can start to work with a picture. So I select one, I transfer it to the editing area. If everything looks fine, I just press the apply button and it's automatically transferred to the composition area. So I just have to press the print button. Once we are in the printing options screen, we can see some print options like the picture quality, the finishing, the amount of prints, and the big print button here. So after we send the picture to print, or before, we can also export the single picture, not the composition, but the single cropped picture to any local folder or USB drive, whatever. And we can also send the single picture by mail. So we have a default email address, we have a subject and a message for our customer, and press the send button, and it's done. Let's see now all the different functions in detail. This time I will not select any picture in the Word directory. I will start the service directly instead. We have the PTP source selected by default, no pictures by now. We can change to a different picture source here. So this is the USB device. So when we select a picture, it's possible to rotate it. We can delete if the source allows to do that. So that's why the red cross is gray out here. It's not possible to use. We can preview the picture. So in the preview function, if we press in the left area of the screen or we press on the right area of the screen, we browse through the different pictures. When the selected picture appears, then we quit by pressing on the center of the screen. Let me explain also how the PTP picture source works. In this Click system, the PTP source is listening to this folder in the hard disk. So if we have a reflex camera and we have set up the software, the application, the Windows application of this camera to save the pictures in this folder every time a picture is shot, you will see how any new incoming picture appears on the screen. So if we take a picture, this time a couple of pictures are coming, you can see how they appear directly on the screen. So every new picture is shot, it will be added to this picture browser. Regarding the editing area, let me explain the different functions. When we transfer a picture to the center of the screen, it's automatically zoomed in and cropped. we can manually make some final adjustment. We can rotate it, we can move it. Okay, we press the apply button. The picture is transferred to the right side, but we can still do some operations on the picture. We have three different menus here. The first one is the editing tools. The second one is the background improvement or replacement. And the third one is the clone tool. If we enter the editing menu, we have the typical editing tools like changing to sepia and black and white, the red eyes removal, brightness and contrast. This is new. This is the RGB control and some automatic adjustment. The second menu is the background replacement. This works in part automatically, but it allows you to finally make some adjustments. As you can see here, some part of the background is already replaced, but there are some corners here that need some adjustment. If I just use my finger and touch those areas, the background is finally changed completely. We have some fine-tuning tools here, and we can choose from different colors. So these two colors can be changed by setting, and a third one would appear if the composition, if the selected composition is including some information regarding background replacement color. Let me show you how the clone tool works. First, we make zoom in to the selected area. We press the Control button to select the source area to be cloned. We can change the brush size here. I change to a more soft gradient level, and if I release the Control key, I can start cloning. You can see. We can undo the operations. And basically, that's it. Very easy to use. Finally, some explanations regarding the composition area. If we select a split type of composition, every time we press the switch button, we are changing the destination area. So we can use different pictures on each area. I switch to the second one. I select a different picture. You can see here a message like face could not be aligned. So depending on the space available on top of the head or some other strange parameters of the picture, if this cannot be automatically aligned for some reason, is warned here in this notification area. So we have to manually adjust the picture and finally transfer to the composition area. Regarding the list of compositions, you can select each one that will appear here in the list in the settings screen, but you can always add a new one when you press the Others button. This new composition will be used only during this session. So when we quit the screen, the first composition here will disappear, and the default ones will appear again. So that's all. Thank you for your attention.